Brooke Hogan. Brooke Hogan.
No.
Do you remember her? Brooke Hogan?
His
daughter?
Daughter, right?
Yeah, he had like a kind of like a
fun.
slutty daughter who was like really hot, and like she had a music. She had a song.
Oh my god!
Do you remember? I don't remember. It was like her and Paul Wall.
Oh my god! I'm so excited. Can you hear me just fine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yay!
So I just want to welcome Shayan Siren. She is here today. You guys might have seen me on her podcast.
Yes. Keep It Coming podcast.
Keep It Coming
Keep
podcast.
It Coming pod. Yeah.
I loved the experience I had over there.
God.
That was like a 2-hour long episode.
Yeah, it was long.
It was so fun.
We tried to keep it very long.
I like that.
I mean, I was just so happy that people got to see just another side of you, at least like, and I felt like it had been so long since I had first met you, when I first met you at Tenants like 7 years ago. And I just wanted to catch up with you and just I don't know, and also just give you your flowers because you've created so much for yourself, literally.
Thank you so much.
And you accomplished all of your goals, and then some. Because when I first met you, you were like, I remember you were saying you literally just sat me down. I had just met you. And you literally sat me down and you were like, I want to do this. And you did all of that and then some. Oh, my hat fell.
Oh!
Imagine my wig falls off too.
Should I pull it off? Should I yank it off?
Oh, it's my real hair.
Right.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Gracie Jane Show, y'all. Shayan Siren, OG friend of mine from like years and years ago when I first started both of us had first started our transition.
Yeah, I think I had already been like years, because I started taking hormones in like 2016. But I was like transitioning and like dabbling with surgery and all that in like 2013, 14.
Oh.
Yeah.
After. You did the hormones after.
I did the hormones after. I was too scared because I felt like the hormones like, really solidified it. And I was really terrified with that. Whereas like, I mean, I'm Persian, so I was like, okay, I'm going to get a nose job, like, regardless.
Right.
So I was like, or I'm going to get cheek filler, I'm going to get lip filler. And so I was doing all that and, like, cross-dressing at night. And then full makeup gay boy in the day. Yeah. And I also had a trade phase, too.
I feel like I remember you telling me you were a football player.
Yes.
I feel like you were probably still really cool. I feel like we would have still gotten along. Did you have the same personality back then? Or?
I was a lot more quiet.
That's how I was before my transition. I was so shy.
Yeah.
No one knew me. I was so shy.
Yeah, I felt like I was watching everyone else live their life, and I was just sort of a spectator, just...
Yes.
Isn't that why? And it was like people would be falling in love and doing this and living their life, and it's like, I'm just here, like... And
it's like weird because you don't even feel like that's like possible for you because you just don't, you feel so out of touch with your body. But oh my God, I'm just so happy that we're here. Sickening. Also, you are like taking my crown as a latex queen. I wore latex on every single episode of the first season of the show. And this season I have been dressing down a little bit more, and I'm really glad you brought the latex today.
I'm gonna bring the latex.
Yes, of course. For the dungeon.
Yes, we're in the dungeon. This is such a cool place. I love it.
Oh my God, I'm glad you love it.
I love it so much.
Shout out to the
You guys should see what is in the bathroom. It's pretty wild.
They've heard stories.
Oh yeah. It's pretty wild.
It's a fun place for sure. What's crazy is all this is like custom furniture.
Like,
somebody like had to custom make all this.
Oh shit!
I know.
Damn. Wow.
If you look at it, you can kind of imagine. But
okay.
I'm obsessed. The girl who owns this is an old friend of mine. She was like my first ever collab, and she's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
she's like a dominatrix, and she does like the craziest things to humiliate guys. Like she'll like pie them in the face with whipped cream pies and stuff like that.
Okay.
And like dress up like a clown.
Wow.
And be like, you're pathetic.
Whoa. I had the craziest request on the OF recently.
Okay. Shoot.
The guy wanted me to read specifically like a gossip magazine, and he wanted to pretend that he wanted me to take a piece of plastic and put it over the camera phone as if I was like suffocating him, and then I had to zip tie it, And then I had to sit and read through a Vogue magazine and laugh the whole time, like maniacally. Maniacally, is that a word?
When has Vogue ever been funny?
No, exactly. And he was like, I want you to like literally
laugh
flip
maniacally?
Yeah. So I was just like, ah, like reading through Vogue magazine. And then I have to look at the camera and look at him and say, how pathetic that you died while I'm here reading a gossip magazine.
Vogue is a fashion magazine, not a gossip magazine.
But he said specifically gossip mag. Word for word. It had to be word for word. It was so wild.
He sounds like a king, honestly. Respect to him. Yeah. I love a creative vision. I love art. I love performance.
Yeah.
I'm sure you made his wildest dreams.
Yeah. No, he's obsessed. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he was great.
Yes.
I always wonder where these ideas are stemmed from, or like where does it come from?
Dude, I know there's some crazy ideas people have. Have you ever heard of Montclair, like the fashion brand?
Yeah.
The big like puffer coats.
Yeah.
There's a whole like special interest fetish type of thing where like they love like rich skinny girls in like full Montclair looks, like in the snow.
Wow.
Yes, it's like a whole thing for like ski wear. It's like a luxury fetish.
Really?
Which I'm like, yeah, I have that too.
That's so
but for myself.
wild. That's wild.
Isn't that a good one?
Yeah.
I like that one.
I don't know. It's weird. It's funny because they always say like the LGBT people are like the most like effed up people.
Oh.
But in reality, we are the most normal. I'm very vanilla when it comes to the bedroom. I am so, just
right.
an angel. But yeah, these requests,
same.
Like, they're wild. Oh.
Definitely same. Total angel.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you, I'm so impressed by these reels you've been doing lately with Athena, your friend. You guys are so funny.
Oh my god.
You step right into the role of evil bitch so well.
It's so crazy.
It's almost like you are an evil bitch.
No, it's actually really funny because and shout out to Athena Lena. That's
Athena.
Yes,
Oh, I'm getting into you,
so
Athena.
much.
Where's my phone? I have to read you her DMs to me.
Really? Oh my god.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I need to meet her. I feel like we get along.
Yeah, no, she's amazing. She's literally like my sister.
Oh,
yeah.
How long have you guys been friends?
We met in the beginning of 2023, and actually when we first met, she did not like me.
Why?
Because I was out. Okay, the story was, and I understand why. I was outside of Tenants. I had just gotten blocked by a situationship. That was like it was like a soul tie, like twin flame situationship. So I was like in love with him. And at the time I was heavily drinking. I am now pretty sober for the most part.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Yes. And so I was like in a full latex gown, blue updo, outside of Tenants, crying and screaming because I knew he was inside, and I like was so drunk I didn't know what was going on, and I was asking random people for their phone, and I was FaceTiming him on other people's phones. It was crazy. It was wild. I may have called him probably like from like 17 different phones. And so then I saw Athena walk out, and I was like, oh my gosh, LGBT people.
I'm dead.
And I like ran up to them, and I'm like crying, and she just looks at me like I was crazy, and she was just like, yeah, she can't come with us. No.
She's like, we're not LGBT. No.
And so I was like, oh shit. So yeah, but then later we ended up hanging out, and we went to an event together, and we became best friends.
She's cool.
Yeah,
she seems
amazing.
cool.
She inspires me so much.
She's very
honestly.
inspirational. Even just her.
Yeah.
So I messaged her. I said, obsessed with you. And she said, lesbian. And I said, yeah. And she said, wait, not you gagged me a bit.
Oh my god.
I said, we should do a collab LOL with Shayan too. It would be a moment. She said, as long as you're okay with being in the most toxic environment on earth. And I was like, if both of you don't detransition by the end of the video, I have failed.
Oh my god. Wow.
She said period.
Yeah.
And then she was posting like she's Miss Influencer. She gets all.
Yeah.
I said, she's Little Miss Brand Deal. And Athena goes, oh, she's pissed. I love her.
Yeah, no, she's amazing.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, she's amazing. I'm very, very lucky to have her in my life.
She seems like a really special one. We have to meet. We have to all hang out.
Well, and the reels, it kind of started by accident. It was one of those situations where she was wanted to get into acting, and I had previously wanted to be an actress long time ago, but I had stopped because, I just didn't feel like I was enough to pursue it. And I stopped and I fell into, kind of a interesting path in life. And I've been wanting to get out of that path and get back to sort of like my roots of like acting. And so I was helping her a lot when she was going to her acting classes and helping her with her scripts. And she was like, oh my God, you can actually like act. And then
you're good.
She randomly just asked me one day, she was like, do you want to go to the Sephora and just like film this? And like, we'll just see what happens. And it popped off, and and then
they're funny.
Yeah,
they're so funny.
Well, and it feels, I will say, like, it just feels very fulfilling to do something that's just like, I don't know, for once not like me just being like, yeah, you like that, daddy, like all that stuff. And it's like I could just act,
Right.
So yeah, but I do play a villain really well, but in real life I'm not a villain.
No, honestly, one of the sweetest girls I ever met. But I'm really glad to hear that you've been able to pursue more of your passions, because I can relate on the whole podcast front. Like just doing something different that I'm more passionate about, girl, is so nice, because you do get so used to the rhythm of the industry where it's like the same damn poses over and over again, the same calls, the same BS, and you're just like, why am I here? But if you have those like little outlets, like you just never know what they might bring, because those videos are funny, and your performances are crazy. Like you sell it. Like,
it's funny because like when we're not, like, obviously the scripts are a little fierce and I have to like read her in the scene, but when we're not filming, like it's so the opposite, because I've had some people be like, oh, read her like while we're on live together on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, I actually like have so much respect for her. I do not talk to her that way, like, you know what I mean? We have a very good friendship.
Has she left the room? Just kidding.
No, I have so much respect for her. So.
Yeah. Well, you're like, I have to say, of all the dolls I've ever met, like you are one of those girls who's just like respectful, period. You always show love to everyone. You're everywhere. You're like, you're just you have so much star power and so much potential. Like, I'm really happy to see you putting yourself out there.
Yeah, and you too. And honestly, like, because now you're going into season 2 of the podcast, like, it's so interesting, especially since you've really stuck to it and you're really like going full force. I'm so excited to see, like, for you, it's going to open so many doors in other things that you didn't necessarily tap into before. And you're going to find that. And I think that's going to be the most exciting part. Because doing a podcast really helped me find my voice. Right. Because before the podcast, I had 0 social media presence, like, at all. Like, I was very low key. I wasn't in, any of those industries where I had to publicize. I had to advertise somewhere else.
She was offline.
Yes, exactly. And I did partake in selling of some stuff. So I tried to keep a very low-key life.
Keychains, knickknacks.
Yes. Yes. I would make Barbies, and like sell them at like 4 a.m.
That's what these girls are doing for money. Oh my God.
Yes. But so I kept such a like, low key. And then also I never really was open about being trans online at all. And so I think eventually it got to a point where I kind of hit rock bottom, and I was like, I need something. I need to figure something out. And I was like, why not just do a podcast? Like, because I was like, well, I suck at doing literally everything. So I'm like, I might as well just talk. So
that's a hard thing for a lot of people.
Yeah. And throughout it, I've been able to like find my voice and find my confidence, and then again, like go and then branch out and be like, oh, I forgot I used to love acting and I want to get into music too. Which is,
yes, we have to talk about that. Yes. I know we need to like write a song together.
Yes.
I want to go back to what you said about being more open about you being trans. Like, don't you feel like it was so freeing once
God.
Girl, if you're a doll out here listening and you're like you don't want anyone to know, like, girl, tell them. Do yourself a favor because if they have a problem with that, like, you need to know. You know what I mean? Like, your life will change for the better when you're just on. Honesty is the best policy. And the truth will set you free.
No, for sure.
I believe.
And trying to live a passable lifestyle. I mean, I get it for certain people if they work a 9 to 5 in like a specific area, but like at the same time, it's like, but like, why shrink yourself? Just go out there and just be, you know, be who you are. You know what I mean? And
that's
embrace
what I want to
it.
see. I mean, there's a million ways to get it and to be happy in life. So I'm just glad to see you like doing more, pursuing. I can tell you're on a really like cool, good path.
Oh, thank you.
So have you been like watching anything good lately?
TV show?
I just watched the best documentary. Okay, do you like cursed documentaries, like cursed stuff?
Like where you watch it,
or does it make you sad?
And it like curses you?
No.
Oh, like
no, not that.
Because isn't like The Conjuring, if you watch it all the way through, it's like a spell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently, like one of the. I've been watching just a lot of like YouTube lately.
Oh my god, I love YouTube.
You know, that's it. Like I'll just like throw it on and just watch a bunch of little vlogs and
who's your favorite?
Random stuff. Ew, no, that's embarrassing.
You have to tell me.
No, I have like embarrassing people that I
want to
know. No, I can't say it. It's so embarrassing.
Oh my god.
No, it's embarrassing. I mean, let's just say they're hot, and I like to, you know, watch. I'm like, oh, he's so
Is it
cute.
Men?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is embarrassing.
It's really embarrassing. And like they're like 10 years younger than me, which is also another like, because I'm 30. I'm turning 33 this month.
I just turned 31.
Oh my gosh.
Hey. No wonder we're doing better now. We're not in our 20s anymore.
Oh yeah, you couldn't pay me to be in my 20s again.
Girl, I know. I always tell these young 20-somethings.
Oh my god.
I'm like, no, just trust me. You're in the trenches right now. You don't know it.
Oh yeah.
But you are.
You really don't know it until you get. Oh, the 30s are so much better. But I hear the 40s are the new it place, apparently. Allegedly.
Well, I still have a little bit of time for it.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, the new Lady Gaga, did you listen to the album?
I honestly just Abracadabra, and that was it. I mean,
Did you like Disease?
Yes, I love that one.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah. Did you watch like where she was making it? Like it was like that was really sick. Because lately I've been wanting to get into music, and so
what do you want to make?
Just like feel good dance music. Yeah. Something that you would just like, you hear in the club and you're like, oh, that's my song. And you just want to like throw some ass.
Oh my God. I totally relate to wanting to make that because it's like, what a perfect thing to create in the world.
Yeah.
Like,
no, for sure.
Dude, a drag queen just sent me a long ass video of them performing to one of my songs.
Which Bigger's my favorite song. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I was super excited.
I listened to Bigger. Like, I didn't know that you sang in Bigger because I hadn't obviously met you, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I would just always, my friend Bianca would always play you in her car. And I'm like, I love this song. And I'd be like, play it again. And then she was like, you do know that's Gracie Jane. And I'm like, what? Like I was gagged. And that's why when you were coming on the podcast, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, so
yeah, my lyrics on that one are like, am I annoying? Did you get too high? Is this your reality? Yeah, that
with
was
Brittany Cade. So good.
The legendary Brittany Cade,
so
who just won. Okay, we have to give a little round of applause to Brittany Cade. She just won Performer of the Year.
Wow.
It was the sweep every award show.
At Avian and the Tia, both. Wow.
That's right. That's the winning team right there.
I love that.
And everybody's gonna hate, and everybody's
but you girls are changing the world. Well, a lot of people don't realize it.
Dude, I know. And she's such a legend, such a good example of a hardworking adult
for sure
actress. Honestly, like she deserves it.
And I admire her confidence so much too, because even when I was watching the episode with her that you interviewed her, like I loved when you guys were talking about how she doesn't tuck, and I'm like, that's so like seeing a hot girl just embrace herself for who she is so awesome, because I came from that world of like, if you don't tuck, if you don't this, if you don't that, you are not a woman. Like very like, oh my God, scary. And then like this new generation came in and they're like, girl, we don't give a damn. Tucking is uncomfortable. Like, I want to be free. I want to own who I am. And I'm like, that's so fucking cool. I love it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Like, I am so past the point of like wanting to be cisgender or even wanting to look cisgender. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
That's just not my story. And I love my cisgender girlfriends. Yeah. But that's not me. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, we all have different lives.
And we always have to ask ourselves, like, when we were in those phases, because I had that phase. I don't know if you had that phase.
Oh,
of like,
absolutely.
Yeah. And I always wonder, like, who was I doing it for? Like, oh, because that guy can feel comfortable with me around. Like, girl, bye. Like,
you know the way I got over it? I met a boyfriend, my like longest term boyfriend. This boyfriend, he was trans, and well, he is trans. He's not dead. He like really changed my outlook on things. Like, I remember I was not even a year into my transition when we started dating.
Wow.
And I would tell him like, I just want to be normal. I just want to be normal. And he would like really like talk to me about it and be like, I just want you to know that like if you were normal, we probably would have never met. You probably wouldn't like this. Like, he was like, he just really made me feel beautiful for being trans. Yeah. And it stuck with me forever. It's the gift of that relationship. I swear to God, like of many, he was a great guy. But that gift of just like loving the fact that I'm trans is something that it just really stayed with me. Because people would approach him in the streets, like young trans guys could approach him in the streets and be like, oh my God, you changed my life. You inspired me, your transition. And now people do that to me and stuff. I love that. And it's just like, you start to realize how beautiful it really is to be trans. Yeah. And when you can get over it and just like show it off, like that's when the girls become powerful.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's very important for, you know, anyone watching, like date someone who accepts you and loves you and brings out that confidence in you, because I had an opposite. I dated guys that it was very like, you will act this way, you will not do this, you will not do that, and I'm like, ugh. And I had to be very like, couldn't wear long. I had this one boyfriend. I couldn't wear long nails, couldn't wear too much makeup, had to have my hair at a normal length, straight, no crazy color, no nothing. Boring.
Mormon or something?
No, like, he was just very like, you know, oh, when you meet my family, turtleneck, like very just boring.
You don't strike me as the type of girl that would even like put up with it. No, not that.
At the time, I did. I was not in a very confident place at all. My self-confidence has been something that is very new, honestly.
Same.
I used to not be at all, and I would just kind of be like, okay, like whatever you say, you know, very like, and I don't know. I think once I started finding fulfillment in other ways, that was sort of where my confidence kind of grew, because I was like, oh, there is more to me than just how I'm perceived, you know, like
by some guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think a lot of women, cis and trans, can relate to that. Like, you put a lot of stock into the way men feel about you, especially when you're in love and young. But then you start to realize, like, their feelings about you really never change. Even if you change, it's like you that has to feel good about you.
Absolutely.
Know? Oh, I love how motivational today is.
Yeah. Well, I always say, like, no one, like, because I realize, and I think this is very important for people to know, is like, I wish someone could have told me this. It's like, when you transition, no one is going to validate your womanhood but you. And you have to do it. Like, regardless, like, you're going to get misgendered there, here, there. And your friend, there might be a close friend of yours that, you know, says they support you, but secretly calls you a guy behind closed doors or something. And it's like, you really just have to sit there and validate yourself, because being a woman is not defined by just, you know, however many CCs you have or how this or how that. It's like it's about who you are and what role you're able to give, and when you walk into a room, that energy that you sort of bring to people, you know.
100%. God, you're such a breath of fresh air.
I mean, we can talk about crazy things too.
I love this. This is a breath of fresh air. So tell me what's going, like, how did you meet Anthony?
Anthony. So he was.
By the way,
yes.
Anthony's the co-host.
Yes. So I co-host the Keep It Coming podcast with my best friend Anthony Saldana at TonyLoke03. I keep trying to tell him to change it to his full name. I'm like, what is his nickname on Instagram? But yeah, at TonyLoke03. He's amazing. Yeah, I met him back in 2017 because he was dating this bisexual go-go dancer. And the bisexual go-go dancer was trying to take me on a date secretly. And I didn't know. And he was kind of like trying to live this like double life of like,
The bisexual go-go dancer was?
Yeah, yeah.
How many lives do you need to live?
Yeah, no, exactly.
A bisexual go-go dancer already has so much going on.
Yeah, no. And he had a whole like thing with a cis girl too. So it was like a gay man, a trans girl, and a cis. Like he wanted all of it. Yeah. He said, I'm going to have my cake and eat it.
Did he not have work? Like, did he have anything to do?
Yeah, no, for real. He just had too much time.
I never understood people who are like, to want to entertain 5 people at once.
No.
I'm like, I'm tired.
Yeah. And eventually it got to a point, like, so he took me on this date and he kept talking about his homie, Anthony. And I'm like, who's this homie you keep talking about? Why are you not talking about me?
Literally.
And then,
what's wrong with you?
One day, this girl comes in and she was like, oh, are you seeing anyone? And I like showed her a photo and she goes, oh my God, he's dating this bartender. And I was like, is his name Anthony? And she was like, yes. And so I basically went to his job. And I went up to him and I was like, yo, just to let you know, this is what's up. And yeah, and he was just like, I appreciated how like you were just very loyal and honest and blunt. And then I was just kind of like, I don't really care about him. And him and I would just ended up clicking right away. I was like, yeah.
You're such a real one.
Yeah. Well, he was also richer too. So
right. So it was definitely a child.
Like, he'll definitely, yeah.
No, he's a sweetie.
No, yeah, he's sweet. He's a lot. He's definitely like, he is a tough cookie, but like exterior. But when you really get to know him, he is such a sweet person. I feel like out of any friendship I've ever had, it's like he's there. Like, without a doubt, like he's always there. I can always count on him no matter what.
I think it's often those like guys who are the tough cookies.
Yeah.
They're really just such something.
No, they are.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's funny because even sometimes I'm like, oh my God, he's like, especially like on camera, they're like, do they even like each other? Like he's like perceived as this like, you know, very like macho, strong man, but it's like whenever.
Well, I don't know if I would say it. Like,
whenever I'm ever in a situation, he's right there.
Oh, yeah, we all need those people. Mm-hmm. Just so you know, if you're ever in a situation, I'm there for you.
Hey, okay.
For real.
Okay.
Something about you is just so authentic, so fun to like be around. Like, girl.
Oh my God.
You were always invited to anything I'm ever
down.
doing.
I'm always down.
Because I love you. I want to help you with your music.
I'm so down.
Yes, I have to show you some stuff that I was working on.
Yes.
Do you know the song Bimbo Doll?
Yes.
So I'm doing the official remix of it.
With BJ Lips. And who's?
Tila Soley.
Yes. So good.
I'm so happy you're going to do that. Film?
Like, or I'm sorry, where do you like record at?
A lot of different places. I have like several different producers and studios I work with. Ooh, you have to come through in April, like early April, if you're in town, because one of the people who worked on like, you know, I just had surgery.
Yeah.
The producer for that is visiting me in LA. So you could come over and we could work on something.
Oh my gosh, I'm so down.
They're really cute people.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. That's just my thing is like I've always wanted to get into music. I just don't know where to start. Like I'm like, what comes first? The beat, the sound, like what? You know what I mean?
Honestly, just dive on in and you'll all figure it out. Like I feel like it just all of a sudden, if you just start doing it, whenever you have the free time, whenever you feel like it, all of a sudden in a few years you'll like have a music career.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, whoa.
Yeah.
And you'll be good too.
Yeah.
Some people are more naturally talented than others.
Yeah,
like some people take a little more practice. Like I'm good, but I have to practice. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. No, Bigger is literally one of my favorite songs.
I know. But I had so much practice before I made Bigger.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God.
How many songs did you have before?
I don't even know. I have whole like records that no one
So big on corsets when I sit down now.
You are corseted boots.
Corseted down.
Down. Up. Well, really. I'm like, what happens when it comes off?
just explodes.
Do you remember that? Oh my God. Rugrats. Do you remember the Rugrats episode where the dad was trying to be skinny and he was wearing a corset? Do you remember this?
I don't remember that.
Okay, there was that episode of Rugrats where the dad, I can't remember whose dad it was, but he was like trying to compete with his high school friend, and so he wore like a corset to try to make his body look better. And I remember feeling like when I watched that, I remember being like, I want one of those.
I remember their Hanukkah episode where they're like, you gotta when you say it. I remember that. I remember the Vegas episode. I don't remember that. No.
I loved the movie.
Oh, yeah. Which one? The Rugrats in Paris, right?
Yes. Oh my God, it's so good.
I want to rewatch that. And then they had the Wild Thornberry crossover too.
I love Wild Thornberry.
Yes.
Deb was always like so hot to me. I'm like, oh my God, Deb. She's so like nonchalant. I'm like,
yeah. I was obsessed with, at that time, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, I was a pink Power Ranger for
Kimberly. She was obsessed with she was, her boyfriend Tommy, the White Ranger. So cute.
Oh, you would have all the tea on. Oh my God, I love it. I'm trying to think what I was really into. I loved Dragon Tales. Dragon Tales.
Okay, not my thing. No. I remember Dragon Tales.
Teletubbies?
No.
Well. Fuck my drag, bitch. You said no.
That's a little gay.
True. No, I was so gay.
Really? I was such a dude.
Oh.
I know.
Well, you would never be able to tell.
Oh.
Ever.
Don't make me from the back angle.
I'm like, we actually did set up a camera back there.
Oh my God, I would.
It's your main camera.
I would break it.
Can you imagine?
Just a back camera?
The shade.
No, it's so scary as a trans woman, seeing a photo of you from behind when your hair is pushed up and you're just, it's so like, I just didn't even know my body was capable of looking that way. And then also because I'm a self-tanner girl, I don't have a man to put self-tanner behind. You know what I mean? Like,
Tony is useless.
I can't reach back there. Yeah. So it's like, there is a whole splotch missing of tanner.
What kind of tanner do you use? Ooh, let's talk self-tanner.
Oh, okay. I try all of them.
Yeah.
But I was using one recently and I literally was turning orange. I tried a new one because I was getting so many reads of like, why is she orange? And I'm like, damn it. So I switched. So hopefully I'm not that orange right now.
No, you look tan. What is it?
Yeah. This is Bondi Sands because it's more of a green undertone.
My boyfriend likes that one.
Yeah. So
my boyfriend is more addicted to self-tanning than me.
Really?
It's hilarious.
I just need it until I get to summer. And then once every year I do like a Miami trip with my friend Siobhan, who I met you with.
Oh my God, Siobhan.
Yes.
Legendary.
Yes.
This girl is the most beautiful woman.
So beautiful.
Oh my God.
So
Siobhan
beautiful.
is like, wow. Yeah. If I was Siobhan, I would kill everyone. If I was Siobhan,
I think she tried.
I would be, yeah, right. I would literally nuclear bomb detonate if I was Siobhan. Like, that's her power.
Yeah.
Her beauty is stupendous.
Yeah,
like,
no, everything.
Whoa.
And she's literally like a sister to me.
And she's cool too. Like,
yeah,
I got along with her well. Yeah. I met her so early on in my transition. Like, I was cute, but I was not. I was still giving a little sissy crossy.
No, I remember I met you because it was Tenants Tuesday. Back then it was Tenants Tuesday. You had like platinum blonde hair.
Yeah.
And I met you because there was this guy that I was hanging out with. His name was Tristan Reynolds.
Oh my God.
And you like hated him.
He's so annoying.
Yeah, you hated him. And like we would be, and I remember I never had a thing with him. He would just take me to all the like fun parties and stuff, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And like I remember you and him would always just bicker.
Well, it's because he was obsessed with me and he would never leave me alone.
For sure, yeah.
But he would also be really shady to me and like be kind of transphobic.
I can taste the leather. Taste the leather.
That's my favorite. I love white chicks.
My favorite is the my turn and just
So good.
I can throw a football like
honestly,
that.
we could go white chicks for white chicks all day. Honestly, like I love.
The crazy thing is, I can actually throw a football pretty. Yeah. So.
Well, we're not gonna ask you to do that today on the show. I thought you were more of the wide receiver type.
No, I was actually a starting defensive lineman in high school. B team though. And there was a girl on the team too. Her name was Courtney Verdell Ogden. We would hang out all the time. Yeah.
You were like, was she like butch?
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, she was great. And but I remember I stopped because there were a bunch of kids that were like held back and they were like overly developed. Like they were like 3 years older and they had like gone through like male puberty. And then they like competed against us.
They were straight out of prison, like covered in tattoos.
No, literally.
Huge.
No, actually.
Guns.
No, literally, actually. And like I remember like they put me against this guy who was ginormous and we had to do a drill where you have to like run into each other and literally tackle each other. And when I say I literally almost died. And I literally was laying there and I was like, all right, I think I'm going to join theater.
Oh, theater. What'd you do in theater?
I was a theater faggot. I was president of the theater department. I loved it. Yeah.
I worked in theater too.
Yeah?
Hair and makeup.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, it was really good. I get in the Music Man. You know the Music Man.
Yeah, of course.
I did the lead hair and makeup on the show.
Really?
And I did Marion the Librarian's hair in a specific way.
You weren't acting at all?
No, I was doing the hair.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a hair girl.
Oh my God.
I had no confidence, but I did know how to do hair. I did Marion the Librarian, all like beautiful updo, and then you know how she like loosens up throughout the film after she kind of gets used to him.
Yeah.
Then I had parts of it like coming down tendrils. I was doing hair stories.
Oh wow.
For the high school play.
Oh my God, I love that.
Oh my God. Then I remember that was literally so fun for me, and I felt so passionate about life and like something for the first time. And I had a boyfriend at the time, and he got so mad at me for not partying with him and instead doing the school play. Yeah, and I was like, it ends at 8 p.m. I'll just come to the party afterwards. And I showed up and he was blacked out. And he started fighting me and throwing beer cans at my car.
Oh my God.
I know. Sorry, overshare.
Oh my God. Were you like a partier in high school and stuff?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I was such a late bloomer with everyone.
Are you easily scared?
Like I like freak myself out easily. Yeah. Like I can like, if I sit there and I just like hyper fixate on something, then I'll just like freak myself out randomly. Yeah. Or there are sometimes when I'm like, when I was drinking heavily, where I would have like these weird like out of body experiences where I'm like, what is going on? Like
that lines up.
Yeah, it's really scary.
Do you have any like phobias?
Heights and cockroaches.
Ooh, cockroaches
I don't like heights. I'm deathly afraid of flying. Even though I do.
Oh, my boyfriend's like that.
Yes, I freak out.
He does
I
too.
lose my mind. And then
oh, what do you think's gonna happen up there?
I don't know. I just know Shayan needs to be on ground. Yeah. It's just so scary to me. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why. I just like, I don't like feeling like I'm this tiny little thing and this like, oh, hell no. Going like 600, 700 miles per hour. No, thank you.
I understand.
But you got to do it. You got to travel.
Got to get where you're going.
No, it's so annoying.
Do you have any fun travel plans coming up?
So I'm going to Miami. So my best friend Siobhan, she moved to like the countryside of New York with her husband, and she's just living the farm life, like, you know, and so we have this tradition where we meet up in Miami and we stay at like the Standard Hotel. We literally just sit and just relax the whole, like literally a whole week. So, and tan. So I'll finally get like a real tan.
Please tell her hi from me.
Yes,
send her a big hug and my best wishes. Tell her I hope she's loving life on the farm.
She loved your episode of the podcast. She was like, oh my God, I love that. Yeah, she loved it.
Tell her to DM me. Or is she on Instagram still or anything? She's off the grid.
For
totally
sure.
understand.
Yeah.
Well, send her my love.
Yeah,
because I always really fucked with her energy. Yeah, she was always dope.
Yeah, and she's also one of those that's always a real one. Like if I need to call someone, she's there, ready to go, ready to listen. Yeah,
gotta have those. Yeah, I feel like I'm at this point in my life like I love having new friends, but I feel like I've made so many great friends like that where like I have my people. And so I feel so bad because now newer friends come into my life and I'm just so busy now. Like I feel like I've disappointed some of my newer friends. But I'm also like, you know, we grown. Yeah. Like, girl. Yeah. I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's no, I get that.
It's tricky. I've always been like the friend girl.
Well,
like,
and you also don't want to like spread yourself out too thin because then you're gonna start forgetting birthdays and presents and this and that, and it's like you'd rather just have like a smaller group of people that you can focus all your attention on and be there for them and available for them. Yeah.
And sure. You're good. I'm like a bomb acquaintance. Like I will invite you to the party. Yeah. I will invite you to the club. I will treat you like a friend, even as an acquaintance. Yeah. But you can't expect me to be making plans. I don't like group chats. I don't do any of it.
Oh my God, no. No to the group chats.
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hell,
why?
I cannot do a group chat at all.
Why? Why are people doing that?
Oh no. I feel anxiety boots. Seeing all those. Oh, no.
Honestly, don't hate me, you guys, but I feel like group chats are for people who just want to prove they have friends.
Well, that, and I just feel like when you put everyone in a group chat, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but everyone tries to like out shade each other and like, I don't know. I'm not here for it.
I tell you what, me, you, Athena, group chat.
Oh my God.
Write them out.
We pre-write everything.
Oh, I was actually wondering. I didn't want to like ask you your secrets.
You can ask,
Pre-writing.
Everything, yeah.
That's
so
interesting.
A lot of it is, because like, so Athena is so smart and so talented and so gifted. I mean, that girl is literally like she's gonna be the next big thing in Hollywood for sure, because she has it down to a science as far as like knowing how something should just be delivered in order for it to really hit, and not only for it to hit but to also hit on social media, right? Because there is such a there is a formula to it.
Dude, I
she has it figured out. And a lot of it is just, she's naturally super gifted and talented. But for the most part, she writes most of it. I'll have like ideas and I'll be like, oh, well, what about this? And she'll be like, let me make that better. Or like I've written scripts and then she'll just go and edit it completely. And then she makes it like,
oh my God,
gold.
I want to meet her. I want to like hear her process.
But like a lot of times people, I mean, that's good that they think we just, throw it together. Cause I guess it just,
I'm an improv girly. I do a lot of improv stuff.
No, it's all of it is pre-planned, pre-written. Yeah. I think the skit with Terry Jo that we did, that took about a month.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah. And we were like just editing it.
What was Terry Jo like?
Super. I mean, Keelan's my really good friend.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. We've been friends for a while. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We went to Hawaii together. He's a good time.
Oh, cute. I've actually never been to Hawaii.
Oh my God. It's one of my favorite places to go. So fun. And they have this one gay club in Waikiki, and it's great. Okay. Bottle service is like $100 there.
Wow.
It's wild.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was expensive in Hawaii.
No. Well, not at the gay clubs.
Okay.
It's pretty cheap. Yeah. Drinks are cheap. Yeah. It's pretty.
Love it.
A good time.
Drinks are cheap. Boys are cheaper.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just, I think it's a lot of the gay clubs in Hawaii, all straight guys. A lot of them go in, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But a lot of military guys.
Visitors.
Go in. Yeah. And it's I think they just go because they know that they're attractive and they're gonna get free drinks and they're gonna. I always say straight men need to go to gay clubs. Like if you were a straight man, why would you go to a straight club? Because you're gonna have to wait in line. You're gonna have to spend all this money for bottle service, and then
no boy pussy at the end.
Exactly. But it's like, you go to a gay club, you'll skip if you're an attractive, man, you'll skip the line, you'll get free drinks, and you'll get some, whatever you want.
What you're looking for.
Yeah, literally.
You might not even know what you want.
Exactly.
Come to the gay club. I love the gay club.
But respect us.
Well, I was going to say, I love this, but also, if you come in the gay club, like, I'm straight.
Yeah.
We're going to be like...
Don't do that. Yeah.
We're going to be like, well...
Yeah.
I straight up don't believe you.
Yeah. And yeah, be like respectful. If you bring a girl with you, make sure she's not like, is that your real hair? Like tugging on some wigs. No.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, bring the respect, but
right.
you know.
Or if you're gonna bring a girl who wants to tug on wigs, she has to be so buck wild and crazy. She needs to be yanking wigs off of bitches.
Period.
Like going wild.
Oh, okay.
That I would like to see.
You like a rowdy girl.
I love a rowdy girl. I once was a rowdy
Yeah.
girl. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. My best friends all growing up were like the girls who were always getting into fights and getting arrested. I love rowdy girls.
I used to be a rowdy girl myself, but I've retired that.
No wonder I love you. Rowdy girls are just more fun.
Yeah. It's when I look back at my life, I'm like, oh, it's a little scary. Like I'm like, thank you, Lord.
I kind of know
for keeping me safe.
Right. Same. But I kind of feel like my rowdy girlfriends, like, they got a bad rep. Like, yes, they were rowdy, but honestly, they weren't that bad. Like, they were nothing compared to the men, like, that were being, like, even semi-rowdy.
Right.
They just, like, they weren't, like, meek and, you know what I mean? Like, the girls I hung out with in high school, I had this amazing friend, Stephanie, who was, like, so promiscuous. I love her so. Wow. I almost made my adult film name Stephanie because of her.
Wow.
Because she was so iconic. She was a 10, right? And she would go to school with me, and she'd like meet up with me at the beginning of the day and be like, I'm wearing this really low cut dress today because I just know Joey's gonna see it in the hallway and he's gonna stare at me. I'm gonna love it.
My God.
And I'd be like, oh my God, Stephanie, you're crazy.
Oh my God.
And then she'd text me and be like, he did it. And I'd be like, like I live for the confidence and just like the allure, like, and I got along great with those types of girls because most of the people in the school like didn't rock with them because they were, you know, sluts or whatever the hell they wanted to say. But me, like, and then it was the same with me because I was like gay, so we were just like, okay, I guess we better all hang out then.
Yeah, mine. I'm an Aries, so I get bored very easily, very easily. Okay. So I am so drawn to chaos. And it is something that I find that I do. I'll go through phases in life where I'm really good and I'm very like organized and put together. And then I'm like, I'm bored. Let's go do something chaotic. Or let's go date that rowdy guy that I should probably not date. And that's then when I get into trouble. Yeah.
You don't date chaos. No. One night in Chaos City is fun, but don't date the chaos.
No, yeah.
You need peace at
the
home.
last guy I had a situation thing with, whatever you want to call it. I mean, let's just say we called each other twin flames, like day 2 of knowing each other.
Right.
Yeah, it was, and we sold stuff together.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, it was and we almost went to jail together, and it was very that like
so romantic.
I was like, everyone was telling me, Anthony actually was telling me, you need to get the fuck out of there. It's not because
if Anthony's saying that, it's
well, because the guy that I was with, he had an unregistered pew on him.
Yeah.
And then and he left it, and we went and we came back for it, and they were like, okay, the sheriff's department is on their way, and we were just like, oh shit. So I'm like calling my friends like, well, what do I do? And they're like, just leave him. They're like, it's not yours. They're like, just go. And I'm like, no, I love him, he's my everything.
And no,
I know. Did I lose my hat again?
No.
Oh wait, I literally thought I lost my hat again.
Phantom.
Okay, yeah, no. But I was like, no, I love him. He's my everything. Like, I'm gonna like stay here. Like,
you're like, if he's going to jail, we are going to jail.
No, literally. And
I mean, you would get to go to the same one.
Period.
Okay.
And then the police officers came, and then they like separated us, and then they were like talking, and I was pulling the whole like, I will not say anything unless my lawyers are present, like bullshit. Like, I don't even have a lawyer. I don't even know a number. What? Like, and I actually looked at how expensive lawyers are. They're really fucking expensive.
Yes, they are.
I don't want to pay that shit. Like, no. Girl, I'm just gonna have you dressed up and being like, you know.
I'm a good arguer.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
Jewish. I got this.
Yeah, and then I guess and they were like, okay, and they handed me all my stuff, and they were like, you can go. And they were like, oh no,
this is in California?
Yeah. And they were like, oh no, he's going to jail. And I was like, wait, why? And they were like, he confessed to everything. I'm like, he's
an idiot.
Any
pew situation in California, run for the hills, mama.
Yeah, for sure.
They are strict out here with that. I'm not into those. I never have been. Like I grew up in a house. My mom was like, would like literally call the parents around and be like, you don't have a gun in your house, do you?
Oh, wow.
My mom was like terrified of the guns.
Wow.
It kind of rubbed off on me.
Oh, wow. See, and I grew up in Texas, so it was like, girl. Yeah. I was like.
I've shot one now, though.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after I got out of jail for killing the guy.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend 3D prints them.
What?
Yes.
Actual guns that work, pews that work.
Yes. Pink.
You're kidding.
So cute.
How do you 3D print that?
Piece by piece.
What? Oh my God.
I know, right?
I think it's so hot when like I feel like I start dating like this macho man, and then eventually he's just like, you know, in the car like,
he's like, turn abracadabra up.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love this song. It's so, no, the last situationship, it's weird because like when he talks to me, like I swear I was like, oh, you're going to transition. Like you are like a baby trans. But when I see him talk to like obviously like we don't talk anymore, but when he was like talking to other girls, like he would put on this like act, and I'm like, that's so crazy, because with me he's like such a girl, and I loved it.
He was doing his drag.
Yeah, I loved it.
He was getting up in drag for the girls.
Oh yeah, no, and he'd wear eyeliner and stuff.
Ooh, yeah, I meant he was getting up in butch queen drag.
No, he looks like a lesbian.
Hot, yeah. My type.
I like guys that look like girls.
And you don't like girls? No shade, but you give me lesbian vibes a little bit.
That's so crazy because everyone's telling me that, and I've dated girls before, pre-transition. Had a very specific type too with that. Like I loved girls. I was obsessed with like Reese Witherspoon and Legally Blonde.
I love that movie.
And I was like, I don't know. I like thought any girl that looked like Reese Witherspoon, I was like, oh my God. And I would like date them. It was really interesting. Yeah. And I just watched the movie Heart Eyes, and I had like bi panic the whole time. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm like more attracted to the guy or the girl. And like, cause they're both hot, and like, they're both like, yeah.
It's very different. I feel like relationships, the dirty with the girls versus guys, like it's just so much less like, it's so much more complex, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the feelings are deep, but they're not like angry deep.
Well,
you know what I mean?
think a big reason why I never explored my lesbian side like publicly was because I felt like when I was transitioning, it was very much that sort of toxic environment of trans where it's like, you are a woman, you have to be like this, you can't date a bottom, you can't date that, you can't date that, if you're into that then you know what I mean. And I was so like, oh my God, gotta wear a fucking, you know, bodycon dress to go, you know, to fucking Starbucks.
And these are all the same girls who literally were gay before they transitioned.
And then it's very like, oh my gosh, like I have to date this guy that will literally punch me in the face, like,
oh my God,
that's so toxic and masculine. And so I felt like a lot of shame, but actually secretly, I never really told that many people about it. Some people closest to me know, but now I don't care.
Now everyone's gonna know.
Yeah. So I had a fling with a girl in 2020. She was cheating. She was a cis girl, and she was cheating on her boyfriend with me.
Hot.
And yeah, she was like this little blonde girl, and she was so cute and so sweet. And but she like handled me. Like she would like throw me against the wall, like, and I'm like, she was literally like up to here to me, but she handled me, and she was more of the top in the relationship. It was, or not relationship, but the whatever, sexcapade.
Roommates. That's what we call lesbians. Roommates.
Yeah, but it was wild, and so that's something, especially more so lately. I've been getting a lot of people calling me out, like, are you like like hitting on me.
It's giving pink pony club.
And so I'm like, I don't know, maybe I will, you know, explore that era. I don't know. I'm getting more comfortable with myself, so I'm like, might as well.
I've learned a lot from my lesbian relationships.
Yeah.
And I have great friends from them, and honestly had such good times. Like, yes, women are obviously amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I encourage you to just follow your heart with it all.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to wrap things up.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little gift.
Oh my God.
Some stickers.
Wow.
Gracie Jane show sticker, and then the Gracie Jane sticker.
Oh my God, I love it.
Please enjoy.
This is amazing.
Stick them on something good. Ooh, there we go. And you guys, if you want some stickers, make sure you subscribe to my Patreon.
Make sure to get some stickers.
Cheyenne, where can we find you and keep it coming?
Yeah, so at Shayan Siren, and I basically have a Linktree, and you know, it's all linked there.
Cool.
Basically.
I'll make sure to include it down below.
Yeah. Don't click on the Twitter. Oh, don't click on that. Mama's still gonna make some coins until she can go full actress mode, and then we can, you know, delete that.
Twitter is the ultimate actress mode.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. No, for sure. Yeah.
No, I'll look at your IMDb instead.
Thank you. I need to update it.
Right. Now you can add the Gracie Jane show.
Oh my God. Wait, is that, do I get a point? Like,
a point.
Is it like a point? I love that. That's
I love
amazing. I love you. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Everybody go follow Cheyenne. Yay. Go listen to Keep It Coming, or watch Keep It Coming. Watch our episode. I will put a link to it in the comments. I think
that's our episode is the most viewed one. Of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we had to do round 2.
It's crazy because when you came on, that was the moment I noticed the shift of the whole podcast. Like, it just kind of like.
So you're saying I'm a cultural shift?
Basically, yeah.
Love it.
You are the girl, and thank you so much for having me on the Gracie Jane show.
Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you guys for tuning in. Another amazing week. I will see you next week. Like I said, hit subscribe. Please support me on Patreon. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Tell me about how much you love Cheyenne. We'll see her again. And yeah, I'll be seeing you next week.
I love that. Bye, you guys.
Bye.